Hola, yo soy Angélica and today I'm going to continue explaining the verb to have in Spanish. In the past video I taught you how to express your age and physical state. So today I'm going to teach you how to express obligation and possession in Spanish. So let's see. To express possession in Spanish, we need to use the indefinite article, el artículo indefinido, and some possessive pronouns. So first, let's see el artículo indefinido, how we can express possession with this. In the last video, I explained about determinantes posesivos átonos, and today we're going to complete these small phrases with this. And for example, we need to pay attention because some of these are in singular or plural. Okay, let's see. So first, libro, libros, my book, my books. So for the first, what do you think? Libro, singular, singular, plural. So, mi libro, mi libro. But here, libros, it's plural, so will be the same? No, mis. So we have mi libro, mis libros. Perro, perros. Perro, perros. So our dog, our dogs. So nuestro, nuestra, nuestros, nuestras. In this case is nuestro because it's masculino. Perro es masculino. So we're going to use nuestro. Nuestro perro, and here for plural, we're going to use nuestros. Nuestros. Nuestros perros. Nuestro perro, nuestros perros. And finally, hermana, hermanas. His sister, his sisters. For this case, we need to use su and sus. And look, it's the same, they are the same, but you need to do the difference between this, but it's the same. So we have here su hermana and sus hermanas. The option that we have to express possession in Spanish is using the article, el artículo indefinido, un, una, in English is like and yes. And here, well, we have some samples. For example, yo tengo una casa. I have a house. Yo tengo una casa. And remember, un para masculino, una para femenino. So, for example, casa, house, in Spanish is femenina. For this reason, we're going to use una. Yo tengo una casa. Él tiene un celular. He has a phone. So, celular es masculino en español. So, we use un. Un celular. Él tiene. And finally, nosotros tenemos un carro. Carro also is masculino. So, un carro. And we can say, tengo una casa. Él also tiene un celular, tenemos un carro. Isn't necessary to put this. It's optional. If you want to say yo tengo una casa, it's correct. Or if you want to say tengo una casa, also it's correct. So now let's see the other option that we have to say obligation in Spanish. In English, there are two forms to express obligation. I have to, and I must. Well, in Spanish it's the same. So we have yo tengo que y yo debo. And it's a new verb in Spanish. So let's see the conjugation of these verbs. Here we have all the conjugation of the verb tener in español, and here all the conjugation of the verb deber en español. I have to, I must. Must, have, the verb. So, do you remember that this verb is an irregular verb? Well, let's see. Yo tengo, tú tienes, tienes. Here change la E por la I. Usted tiene, él tiene, ella tiene. And look, these are the same. So for you will be easier if you remember these verbs, this conjugation for these pronouns. And then we have nosotros tenemos, nosotras tenemos, also the same. Ustedes tienen, ellos tienen, ellas tienen, here also the same. And then this is irregular again. And now deber. Yo debo, tú debes, ustedes deben, él debe, ella debe, nosotros debemos, nosotras debemos, ellos deben, ellas deben, ustedes deben, vosotros debéis. Vosotros debéis. But this is castellano. So here we don't need this. And look, this is an irregular verb. And why? Because look, all the conjugation just changes according to the pronoun, but we have almost the same here. Look, yo debo, tú debes, always have this. Always have this. Look. So, for this reason, each pronoun has almost the same part of the verb. So, this is a regular verb in Spanish, and this is a irregular verb in Spanish. Regular, irregular. Now, let's see how we can use these verbs to express obligation in Spanish. Obligation in Spanish, we use a simple structure. So let's see. First, a pronoun. After, and then the verb to have conjugated, verbo tener conjugado de acuerdo, according to pronoun. Then que can be like to, I have to, okay. In Spanish will be yo tengo que. And then a verb in infinitive. For example, I eat, I have to eat, I have to sleep, I have to sing, I have to go out, whatever. So in this case, I use estudiar, study. I have to study English. Yo tengo que estudiar inglés. I have, or if I want to express an obligation stronger, I'm going to use yo debo estudiar inglés. If I say yo debo estudiar inglés, people can understand that I must study English. I must. And if I say yo tengo que estudiar inglés, it's an obligation, but yes, it's stronger, I must. So if you want to express an obligation really stronger, you need to use yo debo, deber, and for deber in Spanish, it's a simple structure. So, for example, pronoun, deber, deber, conjugated, conjugado, and a verb in infinitive. For example, here also is estudiar, and then un complemento, inglés. Also, we just can say tengo que estudiar inglés o debo estudiar inglés. And why? In these cases, the pronouns isn't necessary because the verb here said which pronoun is. For example, just for this conjugation, for this is I, yo. So, yo tengo, yo debo. So, sometimes isn't necessary to say yo tengo que estudiar. No, tengo que estudiar inglés. Or debo estudiar inglés. Yo debo estudiar inglés. We just don't say this. And well, this is the structure. So now let's do some exercise. Well, now we're going to start our practice of the verb to have in Spanish. So first we have María, 35 años, y su padre, 65. Do you remember how to say the numbers in Spanish? Well, for these phrases, or for this phrase, we need to know how to say the number and the conjugation of the verbs for each pronoun. So let's see. María, we can change María for she. So if you don't know, or if you can recognize, well, she is 35 years old and his dad is 65. So here will be María tiene 35 años y su padre tiene 65. She is, and he is. Then Kenny, miedo a las arañas. Kenny is afraid of spiders, and that's true. So Kenny, Kenny tiene miedo a las arañas. Here now, you have to study for the exam. So here we have do and que. Que is a keyword. Do you remember how we can express an obligation in Spanish? Well, there are two options, right? Like I have to and you must. But in this case, we have you have to. So here we're going to say, pay attention with the pronoun, with the conjugation. Tú tienes que estudiar para el examen. And finally, Ana, tú, mis gafas? It's a question. Anna, do you have my glasses? So, Anna, here is Anna, but pay attention with the pronoun here. Tú, you. Will be the same that in this case. Tú, so tienes. Ana, ¿tú tienes mis gafas? So, Anna, well, these are some simple phrases where we can like practice the verb to have, the numbers, some vocabulary, different conjugation according to the pronoun. So let's see other samples where we're going to use you have to or you must. Well, finally we have study, eat, dance, and go home. We're going to put this verb using I have to and I must, but in Spanish. So first we have Lina y Juan. Lina and Juan. We're going to say Lina and Juan have to study, but in Spanish will be Lina y Juan, plural, they. Lina y Juan tienen que estudiar. Lina y Juan tienen que estudiar. Nosotros, eat in Spanish is comer. Nosotros tenemos que comer. Nosotros tenemos que comer. We have to eat. Then ellos dance. Ellos tienen que bailar. They have to dance. Ellos tienen que bailar. Finally, she go home, ir a casa. Ella tiene que ir a casa. Ella tiene que ir a casa. She has to go home. So let's see with must. We are going to to use the verb deber, I must, in Spanish. So Lina y Juan deben estudiar. Nosotros debemos comer. We must eat. Lina and Juan must study. Ellos bailar. Ellos deben bailar. They must dance. Salsa. Ella ir a casa. Ella debe ir a casa. Ella debe ir a casa. Well, this is all for today, but I hope you keep watching my videos. If you know or you have more examples, well, write it down in the comments and see you next time. Adios!